Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Sonny Gray.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Jose Altuve, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Fastball for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
That misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. That one misses.
Nope.
So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Isaac Paredes will hit next. That one's upstairs, ball one. Paredes, a former All-Star, 26 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. That one's in there, and it's 1-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Liner, caught at second. Now we check out the Astros lineup. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in the lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
Yordan Alvarez, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that's outside. Altuve leads off first with one away. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's down and in.
2-2 the count.
Left field. Nootbaar moves under it and puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now.
Batting fourth, first baseman Christian Walker.
And now it's Christian Walker. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Come on, Sonny.
Fought off foul.
Go Cardinals. Come on, Cardinals.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Into the second deck it goes, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Lined into right. Walker makes the catch, and that'll do it. Two-run shot for the Astros this inning, and it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and pitching in this game, Framber Valdez.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. That clips a corner.
0-1's the count.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Up the middle. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Walker takes it to the bag, and here this afternoon, too quickly away in the bottom of the first. Here's Contreras now. That one misses. Ball one. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. St. Louis goes down in order. Redbirds down quietly, and they're down 2-0. Top of the second. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Jeremy Pena. Gray back to work. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher, because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
The pitch. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Batting 7th, left fielder Chas McCormick.
Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And 1-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Out to short, Wynn. Whips it across. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 8th, right fielder Ben Gamble.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Ben Gamble. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Scott hauls it in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Astros 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the inning. Now up the Cardinals number 4 hitter, Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman at El Toro High School in California.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Valdez, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Lars Nootbaar in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
And there's a ball. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt. This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
Batting 7th, right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Jordan Walker. Yeah, that's fouled off. Pitch misses, and a count even 1-1. Nootbaar off of first with 2 away. Up the middle, Pena flips it, and that's a nice play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. It's the Astros 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in St. Louis, on to the 3rd inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Off the mark there. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And that's way high. And it's 1-0. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Just missed.
Down.
And a 2-1 on the way. Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Check swing, called strike.
Count is 3-2.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And now 1 away.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 1 so far. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Man at first, 1 away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
2-2 the count.
In the dirt. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Donovan for 1, and that's 2. So they go quietly there. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Astros 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at Busch Stadium, here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera.
Ivan Herrera.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one ripped. And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Victor Scott.
And stepping in is the speedy Victor Scott. First
Well,
pitch
that's off the plate.
misses. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So the batting order turns over. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. And he hits a ground ball right side. Wide throw, and it gets away. Herrera rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
Next to hit, Alec Burleson. That's a strike.
Sometimes pitchers work them backwards, starting with the breaking ball, but it's a tricky approach. He almost wants to bait you out there to throw that stuff to start the at-bat.
No outs, runners at first and second. And misses inside. And that skips into there.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Little chopper rolls foul. And he grounds one to the right side. Altuve in plenty of time to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Scott on third. Wynn at second with 1 away. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-2 now.
Ball 1.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1-2 to Contreras. That one outside. It's 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And it remains 2-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Struck him out looking.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big 2-out hit.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one a little bit high, and that is ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. There's your strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter. Swing and a miss.
And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Drops into the glove, and that is the third out of the inning. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. On to inning number 4. It's the Astros 2 and the Cardinals 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
The designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Alvarez goes 6 feet 5 inches, 235 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And Aaron Yordan is grounded by the K.
Now batting.
And next to hit for Houston, Christian Walker. He's already homered in this game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Now batting, catcher Yainer Diaz.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball there. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Out to short, win. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Now batting, shortstop Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. First pitch just misses. And that's downstairs and outside. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Two outs. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Inside, just missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning
Now
alive,
batting,
puts a runner into
left fielder,
scoring position,
Chaz
and a
McCormick.
chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Stepping in, Chaz McCormick. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out. 2 left for the Astros as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And we're back. John
Leading off
Sciambi and
for the
Chris Singleton
Cardinals.
with you. And
Second
leading off the bottom of the 4th, Brendan Donovan.
Donovan.
Go Cardinals!
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Cards showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Got him swinging.
Now batting.
Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Pitch misses outside. Ball 1. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Well, it looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. He's 0 for 1. That misses, and that's ball 1. Nootbaar stands at first with 1 out. Slides, but he can't come up with it. They get it in quickly, so first and second now 1 out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
2 on, 1 out. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. Singled and scored his first time. And that's in the dirt. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Rolled to short. Possible 2 ball. 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Victor Scott getting ready to hit. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Just missed. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And he takes a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
We go to the top of the 5th. And stepping in for the Astros, Ben Gamel. Gray back to work. Late swing, foul to the left. And that one pulled foul. And that's outside. Now 1 and 2. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Just off the outside part of the plate. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. He was late there. Strike one.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Lead runner to second. So 2 on and nobody out. Jose Altuve up to hit here. A strikeout and a walk. Fastball for a strike. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th. Not close with that one. And now it's even 1-1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Kyle Leahy up and throwing. Thompson getting loose as well. The 1-1. That's inside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
High fly ball, right field. Walker gets under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And he went, says Larry Bullard. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
On the ground to first, and that's a foul ball. That misses, and that's ball 2.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Two on, 1 out. Pitch misses there, and it's 3-2.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And that is out of play. And delivers outside. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. One-two now. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back here in St. Louis, we head to the bottom of the fifth, and the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. And that one fouled off. And fouled off.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And a curve is down and in.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Myers makes a nice running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Burleson in the box again, takes a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The Cards down by a run, last half of inning number 5.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Goes down looking. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Curve in the dirt. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And they'll do it again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. And down in order go the Cardinals. And our score remains 2-1. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Kyle Leahy.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 62, Kyle Leahy.
Well, one-run game. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. He's already homered here in this one. Down and away for ball one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. JoJo Romero preparing to come on if needed. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Yainer Diaz, the next to hit. Check swing called strike, and that is strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. Outside. And the count now even up. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop Jeremy Pena.
2 outs, base is empty. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Offense held in check there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Astros 2 and the Cardinals 1. Back here in St. Louis, well, we go bottom 6th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Arenado. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Off the base of the wall. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge.
Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Donovan up to bat next, lays off for a ball. And that one fouled off.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
2 balls.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Line to left. Down the line. And it's foul. And it's second. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
The next pitch misses. Counts full, 3-2. Ground ball right side.
Nope.
And a foul ball.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. you can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Right side. Altuve throws to first in time. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, left fielder, Lars
Nootbaar. Next up for the Cardinals, 1 for 2.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
And foul ball. That's to third. Paredes fires over to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Framber Valdez won't go any further, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for Houston.
Caleb Ort into the game.
Number 63. Caleb Ort.
And now
Up
here
next
is
for the
Jordan
Cardinals,
Walker.
Right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Fastball for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brian Abreu getting loose out there. Scott also getting ready. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the sixth. Popped up. Paredes. And makes the grab. That is the inning. 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. 7th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Fernandez.
Now pitching for the Cardinals. Number 64. Ryan Fernandez.
Now the left fielder, Chas McCormick. He's grounded out a couple of
Leading off for the
times.
Astros, left fielder, Chas McCormick.
And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Ben Gamel digs in now. And there's a foul ball. Fernandez measures 6 feet even. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
So 2 down now, and here is Jake Myers in for a strike. Good slider.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Strike on the inside corner.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fought off foul. Myers stays alive. And that's downstairs. And the count is 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Way outside, and it's 2-2. And downstairs.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Gets a piece and stays alive. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. And that's ball four. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Altuve stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
The 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
And that one wrapped foul. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Houston. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back here at Busch Stadium. And now the catcher comes up to him. Ivan Herrera.
Ball.
You know, these Cardinals finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
And that's in the dirt.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Hey.
The 2-1. And a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. fly ball lifted into near right field. And that will drop foul. Bounce to third. Paredes fires over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, center fielder, Victor Scott.
Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Check swing and a ball outside. 1-0.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
Fought off foul.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
And it's filled up.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That one came in at 99.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Mason Wynn. 0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Missed with a changeup. 1-1.
1-1.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard.
Now batting.
Now it's the DH, Alec Burleson. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Well struck, right field. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Well done, drives in the run. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Contreras now at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Strike 2.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And Wilson down on strikes. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matthew Liberatore.
Now pitching for the Cardinals.
Well, One-run game.
52.
Now the number 2 hitter,
Matthew
Isaac Paredes.
Liberator.
There's the strike, 95 of that one. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Helsley, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Romero also throwing. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single. Making a move at first, coming in as a pinch runner, Zach DeZenzo.
Number 9. Zach DeZenzo.
No outs, runner at first. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Walker on the move, puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
So next up for Houston, Christian Walker.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
Fouled off. He was late trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Caught him looking for the K. Yainer
Now
Diaz
batting,
up next for the
catcher,
Astros.
Yainer Diaz.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Out front, rip foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. And now it's even up.
2 strikes.
And just misses with that one.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
DeZenzo off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Long run, tracks it down. And that's the 3rd out. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Astros 2.
Now pitching for
Back
Houston.
now, new pitcher on the mound as
Number
we roll into the
52.
bottom of the 8th. Brian Abreu.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And
Leading
one of the
off
better
for the
ones in the
Cardinals.
game, I'd say. Spin
Third
rate's
baseman,
very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Arenado.
Arenado stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
1-0.
In the air, right field, Gamble sizes this one up, makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Donovan.
Let's go Cardinals! Go Cardinals, go!
In the air, center field, Myers on his way over. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's
Now
2
batting,
away.
Left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Brian King, the left-hander, up and throwing. Next offering is fouled back. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Ryan Helsley.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Jeremy Pena.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. That's in for a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That's off the mark. Now 1-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
1-2 here. Right through there, got it. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Oh, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
McCormick swings through it for strike one.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Just missed. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Two to count.
High fly ball out to left field. Makes the grab. That's out number two.
Now batting, right fielder, Ben Gamel.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the right fielder, Ben Gamel. Swung on, popped up left side. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.